people live more peaceful, more fulfilling, and more authentic lives. I'm so happy to have you here for this solar plexus yin yoga session. So let's get started. The solar plexus is located about 2 inches or so above your belly button, so like right in this area. And it is the chakra that is responsible for your self-confidence, your self-esteem, how you carry yourself in the world, how you can feel that you are an individual and you have this right to be who you are and live authentically in the world as your true self. So as you can imagine, this chakra often is not flowing, the energy is not really flowing to its full extent, and people have a lot of hard times with this chakra. So we're just going to do 3 poses today, just something nice and simple to allow you to get the juices flowing, that energy going in that solar plexus chakra, and allow you to bring forth that energy so that it flows through your entire body, allowing for a more authentic experience of life for you. So let's get started. We're going to go straight into the first pose. All you're going to need for this is a yoga mat. If you don't have a yoga mat, just fold up a blanket on your floor. You're not doing anything crazy. And just go ahead and bring yourself so that you are on your belly. And then you're going to bring your arms back so that they're by your sides and bent. And you're going to push yourself up from here. So while you're in this, you want to make sure that your elbows are right below your shoulders. You also will feel like a nice little stretch here in the lower back, and that's totally fine. If it feels too intense, then you can just reduce a little bit and come down a little bit so you don't have to be that far up. But if you feel like you're okay to be in this space, go ahead and just chill in this space. This is called Cobra, and you're just sort of allowing your chest to completely open up. You're allowing any sort of energy to be released from your solar plexus chakra, as well as the other side of your solar plexus chakra, so back here, so you can feel that in your body. And while we're in this pose, all you're going to do is just take a few deep breaths in through your nose, and if you'd like, out through your open mouth, and if you want, with a nice big sigh. Deep breath in through your nose, and then out through your mouth with a nice big sigh. While you're in this pose, try not to pay attention so much to the physical sensations in the body, sort of allow them to rise and to fall. Maybe take a moment here and tune in to your solar plexus. See, what does it need from you? How can you be more authentic in your life? How can you have more confidence and show up as your true self? In yin yoga, we hold the poses for 3 to 5 minutes to allow enough time for the connective tissues to really get their stretch. The connective tissues between the joints don't often get stretched through any other modalities. So this is one way to love them and keep your joints nice and healthy. And it's also a way for energy to continue flowing through your body in a different way than maybe with working out or even just vinyasa yoga. And then to come down, what you're going to do is just very slowly allow your chest to start falling towards the mat. Move your arms out to either side. You can turn your head so it's resting on the left cheek. And then you're going to draw your right knee up so it's still flat on the ground. But you're just going to rest here in this pose for a moment. Then go ahead and draw your leg back. The legs are in the same position, body's in the same position, and this time you're just going to have your arms be straight. So you're pushing the floor away from you, and your arms are straight. So it's okay if they're all the way down here, as long as you feel a nice little stretch in your back. And then they can be up higher, and bring them to your level of comfort, but also your edge. So you want to just go slightly beyond your edge, whatever that is for you. You can relax your shoulders. And you may feel a different type of feeling than you're normally used to feeling in your back. So you can kind of feel like the rise and the fall of the energy. And you can feel the energy being released. So tune into that, into your body and what's happening. Of course, if you have sharp shooting pain, come out, but some discomfort's okay. Just lean into that, allow it to be what it is. Take deep breaths, move your breath to that part of the body. And remember, if you tense up, the energy can't move. So make sure you keep your body relaxed as possible when you're in the poses. So, and you can follow that tension. See, what is that tension trying to tell you? Or where is that tension taking you? If you feel tension somewhere in the body. Interestingly enough, a lot of times we hold on to the things that we want to actually be letting go of, but we hold on to them so tightly. And it's just really the silliest thing. We can just let them go. Be free. Be more in a space of peace. And then go ahead and begin to walk your hands down. So nice and slowly, we want to be really gentle with the body. We don't want to just like drop it to the ground. And then you can start to bend your elbows and then allow your face to rest on your right side. And this time you're going to just bend that left knee and draw that left knee up a little bit. The foot stays on the ground. It's just that the knee and the leg is bent. And we'll just pause here in this space, giving your body a moment to reset. And then you're going to draw your leg back, and we're going to just roll over. So right from where you are, you can roll over. And for this, you might want to have a pillow or maybe a block if you've got some yoga blocks, but a pillow from your couch will work too. And you're just going to draw both of your knees up towards your chest, and then bring both of your hands out. So like you're a nice big T with your hands, your palms can be facing up, and you're going to drop your knees over to the right side. So we're twisting here. What I want you to do is make sure that your hips are directly stacked on top of each other. So make sure that your hips aren't diagonal. Make sure one is stacked on top of the other. And then you're opening up both of your arms. And so this is where you might need that pillow. You may need a blocker pillow or something like that underneath your right arm as you're twisting, underneath your left arm as you're twisting to the left. And you're also twisting your neck to the left. This is a nice twist for your solar plexus. And this pose usually feels really good for most people, very relaxing. So just allow yourself to really sink into this pose. Take some deep breaths here. And if you want to use this space more actively, you can take some time to visualize yourself showing up as a more confident version of you. What would it look like if you showed up as a more confident version of who you are? How might you act differently in the world? And then go ahead and start to bring your arms back in towards center. And you're going to very carefully shift onto your back. Pull your knees in towards your chest. So if you can wrap your arms around your legs, go ahead and do so. If not, you could use like a belt or a strap or something like that. You're just going to pull your knees in towards your chest. Of course, if they don't connect, it's fine. This is also just as good. It's whatever works for your body. Just pausing in this space in between. And then we're going to drop the legs over to the left side. Both knees are bent, hips are stacked. So make sure that your hips are stacked right on top of each other. Bring your arms out to either side and go ahead and look over your right shoulder. Again, if you need to, if that shoulder is kind of dangling and the hand isn't touching down on the ground, go ahead and put a block or a pillow underneath that right arm.
And in this pose, since this is the last pose before Savasana, this is a brief solar plexus class, I just want you to try to relax your mind. Just allow any thoughts that come in to just sort of come in and go out without catching them or paying much attention to them. Just let yourself be in this space right here and right now. And then go ahead and bring yourself back to center by bringing in your arms first, and go ahead and scooch back onto your back, draw in your knees towards your chest. And we'll just pause here in this space for a moment. If you want to gently rock back and forth a little bit on your spine, you may. And then we'll come into final resting pose, which is Savasana. So if you like to, a lot of times the body does get colder and you can put a blanket over yourself for Savasana. We'll be staying in this space for just a few minutes, and please, especially if you're brand new to yoga, don't skip this step. This is probably the most important pose in yoga because it's the space where your body really just is able to integrate everything that you just did, especially energetically, and it just is space for you to just be quiet, calm, and at peace as much as you can possibly get to peace today. So just allow your feet to splay out to either side. You can have your palms facing up, you can have them facing down towards the ground. You can put one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart, and just be in this space. Close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and try to completely relax the mind to the best of your ability today. And then go ahead and start to just wiggle your fingers and your toes. And roll over onto your right side. Just pause there for a moment so you can sort of bend your knees up and just rest your head on your biceps. Pause here before you come up because we want to move nice and slowly after you've been on the ground meditating. And then go ahead and use your hands, push the floor away from you and come up to a seat. So that is an easy way to get some energy flowing in your solar plexus chakra. I just want you to pause for a moment, close your eyes, place your hand on your solar plexus and see how does it feel. You may or may not be able to feel energy in that space, and that's okay if you can't. Just tune into yourself though and hold yourself up here in this moment. And thank you for joining me for this yoga, and you are awesome for showing up for yourself and doing this solar plexus yoga. Remember to show up as confident, authentic version of yourself as you possibly can today and every day, moving towards a more authentic and more confident version of yourself. I have a program, 4 Weeks to Freedom, that takes you on a deep dive through your entire chakra system, helping clear out energy and aligning you with your true self in your authenticity and allowing you to live life from that space. There are more details about that below, and stay tuned for more yoga videos and content because I love making it. Thank you so much for joining me. A little bow to you for showing up for yourself today. And I am happy to have you in my little world. Thank you so much.